Hey guys, I am back in my closet in our master bedroom here because today I'm going to share with you how I store all of our travel gear, and that includes our luggage collection, because we kind of do have a collection, as well as all of our packing accessories and little bits and bobs and ends and odds that, you take on trips. Donna and I have traveled a lot together in the 11, 12, however many years we've been together, so many. We've done a lot of traveling together, and we just have kind of a lot of travel gear, and we still travel quite a bit, and we've got different things for different purposes, and we have so much space in this closet that I'm really able to take advantage of it and kind of spread everything out in a way that's easy to access and easy to locate and just plain old easy. So I thought I would share with you a more in-depth look at how I store all of my our travel gear, and yeah, let's head on in. We got some bins to look in. Okay friends, let's head back in the closet. If you watched my closet organization video, this should look very familiar. And if not, I will link it below if you'd like to see more about how I organize the majority of the closet. But you can see this section here is dedicated to our travel gear and related accessories. And I thought I would take the time to go through and show you how I store our massive amounts of these things. We do travel a lot, and over the past decade we've accumulated quite a bit of different kinds of luggage and accessories I use to help me pack and streamline packing. So I thought I'd show you how I store all that, and in doing so I kind of show you what we have for those things as well. So first I thought I'd go through the luggage we have. I do not give away luggage very often. We have acquired a couple of sets that were gifted to me through for PR reasons over the past year. We haven't actually bought luggage in a while. I did actually end up giving away a couple of pieces that we just weren't using anymore, but I like the variety we have because it kind of suits the different kinds of travel we do, and we do travel, pretty frequently. So starting at the end here, you can see I have all of the luggage out on these deep shelves. These are 20-inch deep shelves from Alpha from the Container Store. Very easy to assemble and hang. I did it all myself when we moved into our house 7 years ago. So at the top here I have a couple of Eagle Creek, I think these are the Gear Warriors in different sizes. And then I have the LL Bean rolling duffels in 2 large, 1 extra large, and then 2, I think they're small or medium, I can't remember exactly which. We've had these the longest. This was the first luggage we bought. I bought these 2 bags for our honeymoon, which was 9 years ago in Maui, and we've had all the other luggage kind of accumulated since then. In terms of other large size luggage, I have these Eagle Creek sets I actually bought at the Container Store travel sale maybe about 4 years ago or 5 years ago now. And they are beautiful, beautiful soft-sided but structured bags. And I actually have stored within them, let's see if I can kind of show you. So I actually have the set of 2 large suitcases and then the set of the medium ones, and I keep them stored inside the big ones. They fit like a glove. So that's another great way to store suitcase. If you can nestle some pieces, that will help with cutting down, how much space it takes up. They don't carry this exact model anymore, but they do have something very similar. And if you want something you don't think you can do with like a soft-sided, totally soft-sided duffel style bag, but you're not really into the hard-sided bags, this might be the way to go for you. And they're generally very lightweight as well. And then over here, these are our newest acquisitions. I have 2 of the Erin Condren hard-sided luggage. These are beautiful bags. It's my first time using hard shell luggage. We used one bag for a trip we went on, and I filmed actually an entire video of my first impressions and sort of reviewing it and showing you how I pack it and stuff, and I'm going to have that video up for you guys next week. But I really like the hard-sided luggage. I didn't think I would. I've been using soft-sided luggage for so long, but it's really, really nice and very structured, and everything's very secure and safe inside. So that's our main luggage there, and like I said, it just fits really nicely on these shelves. Everything's kind of tucked in. Other places to store suitcases, if you can't fit them in a closet, closet would be, I would either put it up in the attic because I wouldn't worry about climate control, or in the basement, or in the garage. We just happen to have the space in our closet, so that's where they go. Then at the end here, I have my carry-on bags. Don actually has a backpack that he's used for about 8 years as his carry-on of choice. He actually keeps that in his office because he travels quite a bit for work, and so he keeps it in his office for easy packing, you know, for when he's going to be going on one of his trips. But these are my different carry-ons right now. I have this new one, which I bought for an upcoming trip to Italy, which I could do a review style video of if you guys are interested. It's by Lipol. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's a nice lightweight nylon wheeled tote. And then I have my Case Logic backpack. This is actually a photography slash computer backpack. It's great. It's got this hard-sided bottom. I use this when I need my hands at the airport, and that's generally when I'm traveling with my dog Winnie, and I have her bag and I have to be in charge of her, because this is great hands-free. And I'm going to do a whole video on how I use this bag, which comes with great removable inserts for organization depending on what equipment you're traveling with. You can use it if you don't have any equipment. I think it's a great bag. I have Winnie's travel bag. This is a Sherpani. I believe it's a medium-size travel bag. I've used it for her for almost 5 years now, and it works great. And it fits under the airplane seat. Sometimes you have to squish it down a little bit, but she's got plenty of room in there. And happy as a clam, she loves her bag. And then I have my Vera Bradley wheeled tote, which I have done, I think, at least one video on in the past, which is a great larger size carry-on, which can be used as like a small overnight or weekend bag too. And I just keep that in its slipcase. So that is all of the luggage I have here. And now I'm going to take you into the bins. So I've got these soft-sided, large size, reasonable tote style kind of boxes. Momentary break for belly rubs.
Oh, is this the guy? Oh.
Winnie doesn't like that I'm talking about the luggage.
No.
She's sitting in the closet, rubbing her face against the clothes because she's upset.
Oh.
Poor buddy.
It's a good one when we fold it.
Yeah. So I've got basically a whole shelf of these bins. Now, they're not all for travel related, but most of them are. And I've kind of organized them on the shelf according to their contents and what I have organized underneath them in terms of our luggage. For instance, over here I have a bag that, a box that's dedicated to my dog's travel items, and it's right above her travel bag. So, I mean, that just, you know, common sense, right? And then, for instance, the next box over are my carry-on items, and it's right over where I have my carry-on bags, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to actually take you through each bin, open them up, show you what I've got inside, so you can see how I'm organizing some of our travel accessories. So this first bin, like I mentioned, is for my dog's travel accessories. I have the Cover Tour soft-sided crate, some bags, some extra leashes, lint rollers, a little pouchy thing with some extra toys for when we drive somewhere with her, to have in the car, in the hotel, and that sort of thing. I don't go into this bin very often because we normally either fly with her to Utah, where she has all of her things already at our family vacation home, or we take her down to St. Louis, and that's when I'll, you know, bring some of this stuff. But she doesn't go a lot of other places because, unfortunately, not many places in this country are very dog-friendly. I wish there were more, but anyway, I like having all of her stuff in one bin. It's obviously not all the way full, and you'll see that with some of the other bins as well. But since I have the space, like I said, I figured it's better to separate things. The next bin over has my carry-on items. And I used to just store these in my one of my carry-ons, actually in the backpack, but because I do switch through my carry-ons depending on my needs for any particular trip, I thought since I had the space, I should put my carry-on contents in a bin, and that way I can just pull the bag in the bin and fill things up very easily for whatever trip I'm taking. Again, you can see this is not full, and if it had more things in it, I'd probably use some smaller containers to kind of, you know, corral-like items together and have things. I don't like things kind of loose if I can help it, but there really isn't that much in here. I've done a video, actually I think it was last year, on my in-flight essentials. It really hasn't changed all that much. I will link that around here if you guys want to see. But these are basically things I take every time that I fly on the plane with me in my carry-on. The third bin down on the shelf has my travel toiletries, actually for both me and my husband. And I've actually done quite a bit of micro-organizing in this bin because it just really wasn't working for me. It kind of turned into a jumbled mess and it was really just frustrating me. So I'm actually going to take you in and show you closer how I have organized using smaller containers and Ziploc baggies. So at first glance, it just looks like a bunch of cosmetic cases. Well, I have a lot of different kinds of cosmetic cases designated for different purposes, and I'll just pull them out really fast. I keep Don's right on the top because, like I said, he does travel for work quite a bit, so it's easy for him to just grab. It's on the top. I have one that's for sort of like food and supplements and stuff. And then this is for Don's razor, again on the top, easy to get to. And then I have some things I keep in a Ziploc baggie that just might get damp on a trip, like my hair towel and loofah. And then I have even more little cases. I just kind of keep everything in their case so I can grab it on, depending on what my needs are for that trip. So, for instance, this is like my beach bag thing or my pool bag thing with all of our sunscreen and everything in it for when we're going to someplace warm where I know I'm going to need my beach bag. I have that already packed and ready to go. This is a mini hair dryer in case I think I need a hair dryer. That one has hair accessories in it. And this is my big toiletry kit. I keep packed with my, necessities at all times. It also includes my skincare and everything in it. So I have that packed and ready to go. I have a little travel nail polish kit. This one has my mini Clarisonic Mia in it for travel. It's like a face washing brush. This has my nighttime necessities like lotions and potions. And then this has feminine products in it. So you can see I can just kind of grab the case, easy peasy, reach and grab it, depending on what my needs for that trip are. Then I've gone ahead with my backup and extra items and kind of micro-organized using, like I said, some containers and some baggies. This one on the top has mostly empty containers and larger size bath things. Like this is a little tub of bath bombs, little mini bath fizzies if I feel like I want to bring some bath products with me. So I just have that in there. It's a little handled bin by Linus from the Container Store. And then I have a medium, I think it's a men's shoebox size container, also from the Container Store. And inside this, I have all of my little travel size backup products. These are either extra things I don't necessarily bring on every trip or backups of things that I just, you get little sample sizes of things from subscription boxes or gifts with purchases that I just save. And I have them all organized by type. I've got body washes and body lotions and face wipes and face skincare products. See all the little samples. I just keep them all in here and it's easy to grab if I need to replace something. This is hair things, and then I've got some of Don's backup things, as well as dental care, and this is sort of miscellaneous kind of, clothing care, so sewing kits and Woolite, and then I have some first aid. It's so easy now that it's all in this box and kind of not rolling around even loose in a smaller tub or anything. And it just fits so nicely in the bin. It actually fits perfectly widthwise, and I'm able to fit my more frequently accessed pouches on the top, and then all of the things that I other pouches fit really nice on the side. So I'm actually really happy with my sort of micro-organizing of this space. In this next bin down, I have all of my Eagle Creek packet cubes and packet envelopes. If you've watched any of my previous travel videos, you guys know I'm pretty obsessed with these things. I've had most of these for about 10 years. That's when I first kind of discovered them, was after I graduated from college and we got married and stuff. So I keep them all in one bin now. I used to have other things with them as well, but it would kind of get jumbly when I was kind of ruffling through them to find the right things. So now I just have them just dedicated to their own bin, and I've just kind of stacked them by size. So I have all my packet envelopes at the bottom, which I don't use quite as frequently as the packet cubes. And then I have my packet cubes laid on top. I have a few different kind of sizes and styles. So the large ones, and then my more medium ones, and then kind of my like skinnier ones on the side. So it's just really easy. I pull this bin all the way out when I'm packing up into my bedroom, and I can then grab whatever packet cube I need as I see fit. The next bin down, which is the 5th one, is the last one that's really dedicated just to travel on this shelf. And this has all my other packing aids and organizers that aren't necessarily packet cubes or packet envelopes. I still have quite a few Eagle Creek things. You can probably see them. So I've got all of my sort of shoe organizers, electronic organizers, some garment bags, just some kind of random pouches. This is for hanging garments. Like I said previously, had these all together in one bin with the packet cubes, but I had the extra space, so I thought why not separate things and make it easier to access items. The last 3 bins on the shelf aren't necessarily dedicated just to travel gear. This one has my beach and pool items in it, which sometimes I do use for travel, but it's also for home use as well. And then I have one bin dedicated for, it says Utah on it, and that's where I put anything that I want to bring to my upcoming trip to Utah. It's just a nice way to kind of keep things so I don't forget them. And when I'm packing for Utah, I just grab the bin and throw the things in the bag, and then I have a humidifier at the end. That has nothing to do with travel. So now moving on down to the floor here, I have these large wheeled trunks that we had actually in our old condo for storage in our storage locker in the garage, and I wasn't really using them up until my most recent closet reorganization, and now I'm using the 2 on the end here for travel related things. This last one has all of our duffel bags and backpacks in it that we don't necessarily use all the time. We've just kind of accumulated over the years, and keep them kind of out of the way, but we know where they are and they're easy to access in the event that we need that kind of bag. So I will pull it out and give you a look. Here you can see I'm using vertical organization, which I've been real into this year, just to make it so easy to see everything we have and be able to grab something in a moment. So I've got duffels and totes and a couple of backpacks, smaller and larger, and those yellow things you see there are actually the inserts for my Case Logic equipment backpack that I'm going to do a video on for you guys soon, and that's how I can use those organizers to kind of structure the interior of the bag depending on what equipment I'm traveling with. But it keeps it all nice and neat in here, and like I said, easy to see, easy to access. The next trunk over is actually the last place I have travel gear stored, and this trunk has sort of extra odds and ends that we sometimes use a lot and sometimes don't use all of the time for, you know, just kind of smaller items that I previously had kind of all together in one bin, and I just had the space in this trunk, so I thought why not micro-organize using clear storage boxes. These are actually clear shoe boxes from the Container Store. I had the space, I thought let's use it. So you can see I have them labeled and everything's kind of divided by type. I've got 2 layers of shoe boxes, so I've got 6 total. I've got all my different kinds of pill boxes I've accumulated over the years. I've tested all different kinds. Below that I have a box full of travel games. We used to take those a lot more before the iPhone was in existence when we traveled. And then this one kind of has miscellaneous items in it. Things that couldn't really be categorized as one collective thing, but they're things I use a lot, like laundry bags and extra totes and you know, an umbrella, some candles. Food and beverage, those are our filtered water bottles, and I have like a collapsible bowl and some sporks, depending on my needs. And then this one has scales and tags in it, so luggage scales and some extra luggage tags. And then international, we have a whole bunch of international plugs, and then I have my international travel folio that I use to hold our passports and like travel documents when we're going overseas. So there's that. I have some zip top bags that I just keep extra on hand in here, and this is a yoga towel if I don't want to bring like a yoga mat. I do have a couple of travel yoga mats actually tucked into the corner there, but sometimes I just want the towel. Remember when I said that was all for the travel gear? Well, it's not. I'd be remiss if I didn't share the place where I store my makeup travel stuff. I have these hat boxes stacked next to my vanity here. I did a whole video on that very recently, if you guys want, actually last week, if you guys want to check it out. But I do keep my like travel cosmetic and jewelry bags in that middle of the hat boxes there. So I'm going to pull that out and show it to you. So here you can see I have a few cases. My Orla Kylie for Target one in the center is the one I use most often. I have that little Vera Bradley case that has my travel mirror in it. I don't always bring that, but sometimes I do. And then I have a little soft-sided smaller case in case I have less. This is a little jewelry case I use. I get asked about this a lot. I think I got it at Francesca's, but it was many years ago. And then I have my jewelry roll from the Container Store. I have my Sigma travel size brush kit. That is amazing. I have backup travel size brushes that I don't always bring with me. And then some extra little travel things, a little travel palette and some travel tweezers and a couple extra of travel size finishing spray. And this is just easy because it's right next to my vanity, so when I'm packing my makeup, I just pull out this bin, take out my case, and fill it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at how I store all of our travel gear. I realize we have quite a bit of stuff, but like I said, you know, we've just tried different things over the years, different kinds of luggage, different kinds of packing organizers and accessories, and we use different things for different kinds of trips, and I just really, I mean, having this much space in the closet is amazing, but you could store this sort of stuff in other places of your house as well if you have less room, like maybe in the top shelves of a linen closet, or in a bathroom cabinet, like toiletry things. You kind of have to think of what space you have and what kinds of organization works for you, what is easy for you to, you know, to access. So it's not the same for everybody, but I thought I would share how it works for me and kick off the travel series for this summer, kind of showing you our inventory. Like I said, I'm going to be reviewing the Erin Condren suitcase. I did an on-the-go review style video for you guys, so I'll have that up next, and the carry-on video as well. And if you guys have any other suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you real soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.